Photoshop Beta just gave us the power to rotate flat 2D images in a full 3D space. Today, we are putting this crazy new rotate tool to the test on 3 real-world photos. Honestly, I am incredibly hyped to see how it handles this bird. Let's see if the results are actually as insane as they promise. To get your hands on Photoshop Beta, just jump into Creative Cloud, head over to the Beta app section, and hit Download or Update. I'm running version 27.9 for this demo. Once inside, go to File and use Place Free Adobe stock images to grab high-quality assets without leaving the app. There are tons of great photos in there, but today we're going with this strawberry. Just select it, click Add, and let's get into it. Our photo is loaded, and you can already see that Rotate Object option popping up right in the contextual taskbar below. If that bar isn't showing up, just right-click anywhere on the canvas and hit Show Contextual Taskbar to bring it up. Now, whenever you select the image using Control or Command-T, boom, the Rotate Object button is ready for action.
If you prefer menus, you can also find Rotate Object by jumping up to the Edit menu, or simply right-clicking directly onto the active selection. But for today, I'm sticking with the fast route and clicking it right here on the contextual taskbar. Let's hit it and see exactly what kind of magic we get.
Just a few seconds later, and look at this fantastic result. This ordinary flat strawberry photo basically just transformed into a fully interactive 3D model that we can tilt, spin, and view from entirely new perspectives. Right now, it's giving us a low-res preview while we adjust it, so I'm really curious to see the final quality once we hit apply. Let's lock in this top-down angle, click Done, and check out the magic. How do you see yourself using a game changer like this in your daily workflow? Wow! The final result is honestly unbelievable. You can definitely spot a slight drop in quality in certain areas, but despite that, it is shockingly clean. Let's put it side by side with the original photo to really see the difference. If you look over at the Layers panel on the right, it generates this new angle on its own dedicated Rotate Object layer, leaving your original photo completely untouched. Just click the eye icon to toggle it on and compare. What do you think of this quality? Let me know in the comments while I pull off one more crazy angle side by side, and then we're diving straight into the next photos. This new angle turned out incredibly clean. The golden rule here seems to be the closer you stay to the original perspective, the better the final generation details are going to be. If we zoom out and look at all 3 of these side by side, you'd honestly believe they were 3 completely separate shots from a real photo shoot. For our next test, let's go with some ice cream. I'm jumping back into File, pulling up those free Adobe stock images, typing in ice cream, and grabbing a perfect one for this.
You're going to see hundreds of absolutely perfect photos popping up here, but I'm going to go with these 3 different colored ice cream on a clean white background. Let's select it, hit Done, and see how Photoshop handles this texture. We're going to isolate this purple ice cream on the far right. I'll grab the lasso tool from the toolbar and make a rough selection around it. Making sure our main layer is highlighted, I'll hit Control or Command-J to pop it onto its own layer, and we can delete the rest. Now, to clear out the background, you could easily just click Remove Background, but I'm going to go with Select Subject and hit Control or Command-J one more time to get a perfectly clean cutout on a brand new layer. Now let's spin this ice cream. Once again, we get that quick low-res preview, allowing us to rotate it absolutely however we want. I'm going to really push it to a completely contrasting angle to see what happens. The wildest part about this tool is that it isn't just generating a random new image. It actually takes the exact texture from your original photo to build the new perspective, which is just insane. Let's lock this angle in, hit Done, and boom, another mind-blowing result. Look at the details. The wood texture on the popsicle stick and even that bite mark are perfectly captured and matched face to face with the original. That is absolutely brilliant. All right, let's grab the original photo and rotate it again, but this time I'm pushing it to a completely opposite perspective, a direct underangle shot. Let's see if the AI struggles to figure out what the bottom of this popsicle actually looks like. We adjust the angle, hit Done, and wow, look at that. Absolutely flawless work. Just look at the grain and texture on that stick. Now, to be fair, these were relatively straightforward objects. The strawberry had some texture, but they both have repetitive, basic surfaces, making them easier to generate. What I really want to know is how this tool handles an object packed with complex shapes and a ton of vibrant colors. To push this to the absolute stress test, we need a colorful bird. Oh wow, like this one right here. The colors are gorgeous and the anatomy's way more complex than anything we've tested yet. We select the image, hit Rotate Object, and
Wow, even this low-res preview is looking absolutely incredible. Except for the branch the bird is sitting on, it feels like almost none of the details got messed up. The AI managed to handle these vibrant colors and complex anatomy beautifully. Honestly, I expected the colors to bleed and the whole image to fall apart, but this is fantastic. Let's hit done and look at the upscale. Wow! Despite changing the perspective completely, the results are stunning, and those colors are just as vibrant and high quality as the original photo. There's just a tiny issue around the feet, but we can easily fix that with a quick retouch. Let's push it even further and try a completely different angle. This time, I'm trying to spin it all the way around to get a back angle view. I really want to see how the AI handles generating the back of the bird based entirely on what it sees on the front. Is it going to seamlessly continue the colors down the wings, or is it going to accidentally blend them with the chest feathers? Let's find out together. Okay, this angle looks solid. Let's hit done, and wow! It pulled off a massive win without blending a single color. The texture on the back feathers loses a tiny bit of quality, but it handled the back of the head absolutely beautifully. Let's put all three side by side. The middle one is our original photo, and the results are just unreal, right? I really want to know your thoughts on this tool, so drop them in the comments, and if you want to see more crazy tests like this, make sure to smash that like button.